this is an update from yesterday's live. Apparently, these folks were able to come to an agreement to keep the government open through 14 March of next year. So that's good news. That means people can just run around and get their Christmas shopping done without worrying that they're not going to have money. Although some people are still kind of worried that they don't have money. You can tell from the way they're driving, they're not driving right. Well, that's good news. So what that means then is people is gonna keep shopping, and people are gonna charge up the credit because I'm gonna pay later. Money is gonna be available because it's stuff that was worried they were worried about was like, hey, if I buy all this stuff for the holidays, am I gonna be able to pay it? Because I ain't gonna have no money. Well, it looks like that problem solved. Oh, by the way, if you look into like right around town, there's a couple of cars that I have available. There's the BMW M4 Competition Specialist. There's the Vanderhall Venice Blackjack. Heck, even this Tesla Model Y, you can come rent it out. All right. The links to check out some of these cars, I'm gonna leave somewhere in the description after this live. Okay. But when it comes time to make a decision if you're gonna like maybe buy a car before the end of the year, because it's huge discounts. I've heard the discounts are gonna be stupendous. And the reason these discounts are going to be stupendous is because a lot of people basically were of the opinion that they can do a deep markup and discounts, but they weren't able um, to make up for the lost sales that they had leading up to this holiday sales, right? So you had cars and lots for like 300 plus days, 200 plus days, um, and you had manufacturers pushing some cars to people, but what they didn't understand is most of the people that were giving these cars, uh, when I say people, I'm talking about like the dealerships. They weren't in a position to have excess inventory, but that's exactly what happened to them. Because the business model is we're going to manufacture a whole bunch of cars, and then the dealerships are going to go get loans to finance the cars that are sitting on their lots. But if nobody buys the cars, they don't get anything, right? So you're going to need people to buy the cars before they can actually then finance the cars and be able to make money off of it, or else they're paying floor fees and all kinds of other stuff. So that I think negatively impacted the car industry to the tune of millions and millions of losses. People taking fourth quarter charges. When you hear companies say they're taking a charge, Nissan closing dealerships. I mean, it's pathetic what's happening in the auto industry. But I'm thinking to myself, you would think they would have known by now this was going to be bad, right? That going into the holidays they could have just adjusted the strategy. Then you got those European companies that own a whole bunch of conglomerate of cars. They think, oh, we're just going to you know we're gonna like change our CEO, and that's gonna change the strategy. It's beyond the leadership change. It's got more to do with an endemic, uh, problematic issue within the car industry writ large that nobody's talking about, and they're not talking about it, and they're thinking it's just gonna go away, but it just never went away, right? So, hey, what's going on, Daisy? Do me a quick favor, tap the like, the thumbs up, and so the update obviously is that nothing's popping, bro. I'm just kind of giving you guys an update. I'm talking about the car industry. I also just mentioned that for those that were worried that the government was going to shut down over the holidays, the latest news is that they've signed an agreement, and the President Biden, I think, is signing into law that it's going to keep the government open till the middle of March 2025. That gives people flexibility to go ahead and swipe their cars and go shopping and all that good stuff, right? Yeah, it's a Tesla. They can go they can go swipe their cars and make and say, hey, I'm gonna pay later. Credit economy. So it gives the economy a boost of confidence because what was gonna happen is leading up to the holiday and not knowing if you were gonna have money to pay the credit card bills. That to me was a stressor to people, and I think by them coming together and getting a deal together, That frees everybody from it. Okay, but I was talking about the auto industry, how um, the last 2 weeks of the year, there might be deals, there might be steep discounts for the 2024 models, and even the 2025s that are trying to make way um, for. Who knows if those are going to exist? I'm looking at statistics. Cars been on the lot for 300 days plus, 200 days plus. I mean, they're losing. Or how they have floor financing and they're having to pay a whole bunch for those cars sitting there because there's the business model dictates is that the industry, the manufacturers actually will manufacture these cars and push it to the dealerships. The dealerships have to go get financing, right? And when they get financing, then they're hoping then they could maybe sell, but they still got to pay the fees for the salespeople. They got to pay the floor fees, and it just I think it's an industry that's probably ripe for disruption. What do you guys think? I mean, you had the likes of Carvana come through, say, "Oh, you can buy a car from the comfort of your home. You click a couple of buttons, and the car is gonna show up." But you know what? I think about that whole nonsense. It wasn't. They didn't think of it right. In other words, yeah, you made it look like people can have the convenience of buying whatever the hell they wanted somehow. But when you looked at the other side, look at this stuff. A big ass truck delivering stuff, blocking the streets. Oh well. But yeah, yeah. So back to what I was saying. So I don't think they had it right. The strategy that they thought they had, I don't think it was a good strategy. So so now you have a situation. I'm not going through this place, this crappy place. Everybody and their mama want to buy stuff, freaking ass holiday crap. But anyways, it's a good thing people are shopping. The economy is gonna go up. But anyways, back to what I was talking about, right? So you had a situation where a lot of people were like kind of worried, and the industry was already supposedly changing, but I don't think it was changing for the good. It wasn't changing for the good, and the reason I know it wasn't changing for the good is because nobody thought they could actually make a change, if that makes sense. And all these people that are driving, they never know how to like share the road, and that's what I don't like about them. They don't know how to share the road. Hit my car, let me see. Anyway, yeah, enough of this fools. But yeah, the industry did not change the way it was supposed to be changed, and because of that, you had excess inventory. You had Cadillac's dealership over there. Yeah, you had the Chrysler dealership, which is kind of like linked to the folks in Europe. Um, they did a lot of things that did not work out for them, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, some businesses were meant to go out of business, if you know what I mean, right? Yeah, because you gotta restructure, and just saying you're gonna change the CEO doesn't mean that that's gonna be the solution, right? You need me to calm down. What the hell are you talk about? Calm down. What are you saying? What am I saying? First off, I need you to tap the like button. Then I'll tell you some stuff and join the channel so you can get exclusive previews of what I'm actually saying. And when you do that, do me a quick favor. Give me some coffee. Maybe that's why you can't hear what I'm saying. I'm still kind of asleep, but I'm out here doing live, so give you guys an update. Okay, so do me a quick favor, Arif Sadagon. Is that how you pronounce your name? Sadagon. Sorry, Dogon. God help me. I try to be politically correct. Sorry, doggone. Sorry, doggone. Oh my God. Sorry, doggone it. It is a Tesla. It's a Model Y performance. And sorry, doggone it. I'm giving you an update, and I need you right now to do me a quick favor. Sorry, doggone it. Hit the like button. There's a link somewhere in the description below. Go ahead and tap that link and join. And when you join, you're gonna be shouted out like that. Arif, as one of my premier members, is participating on the chat. Okay, you can also buy super chat during my lives. On top of that, I've developed exclusive merch for people like you. Okay, and including Daisy. Exclusive merch. This merch is for select individuals that are looking for the right deals on specific mark to look good. Want to look good? The link to the merch is somewhere in the description below. And oh, by the way, when you get there, there's a couple of books that I've written that are currently on Amazon. Click and grab one of those. They deal with things that are important to you, that you should be looking out for. Okay. All right. So that's the level of calmness that you wanted. I hope you got something out of the calmness. All right. So going back to what I was talking about, the updates and about the auto industry, people are really concerned. They think they're gonna get all these deals, but I beg to differ. I really don't think they're gonna get as much deals like they think they're gonna get. You need help. What do you need help with, right? So they're not gonna get as much deals for two reasons. The finance companies are already in trouble. So even if the dealerships have some kind of relief, right, from the excess inventory that they already have, I really believe that it's the finance companies that are going to put them down because they have to pay all those floor finance fees, and they're not selling the cars as fast as they should. Okay, you having cars sitting on the lot for freaking 300 days, 200 days, and then you got these people trying to sell people financing for cars where they're paying in excess of like $1,500 per month, and not just an exclusive cars. Some cars that are not even worth anything, right? And hey, Aaron, what's going on, buddy? And they're telling people, hey, I need you to pay $1,500 for a piece of shit. That don't make any sense. Not to me, not to you. And so why would you consider paying all that kind of money on stuff? See, this guy's getting ready to be aggressive now because it took like 5 minutes for someone to get out of a parking lot. And that's what I'm talking about. And people are not quite ready to calm down, even though I just gave you an update that right now a lot of people in a situation they're gonna charge off a bunch of stuff and they don't know how they're gonna pay for the shit that they're charging up, if that makes sense. So now you got a situation where on top of that, some of these folks don't even have any money to charge anything. Okay, and they're not gonna get paid even if they wanted to get paid. And some people walking around, they don't even know where they park their cars. Okay, so you got a lot of pressure going on right now with a bunch of people not understanding exactly what's going on, and they're pissed off. Okay, the only good thing is for those people that are helping themselves to whatever the hell they're helping themselves to, it's a good look for them, right? And for other people, it's not a good look, right? Not a good look for other people, and yeah, so that's really how it's gonna go down. And of course, I can't just get in front of people and drive because I have somewhere better to go. We all have somewhere better to go. Everybody has somewhere better to go. All right. So that's the situation we have find ourselves in. People are buying up a storm, right? Buying up a storm, and I don't blame them for buying up a storm. And at the end of the day, that's really what it's going to look like, right? Well, folks are right now a little bit concerned. Let me get out of this nonsense, man. All right. Yep, getting out of it. Bye. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting out of it. I'm going somewhere else to go hang out and do what I need to do. All right. I love shopping around people, but I don't like shopping around a lot of chaos, if that makes sense. All right. You say, but it's not chaotic. Yes, it is to me. I'll tell you what chaos is and what chaos is not. Right now, it's a lot of chaotic movements, um, unorganized movements, and people just jumping around like something's wrong with them. Yeah. I'm not a good, I don't deal good with chaos when it comes to like shopping. I'm not a shopper, and I hate shopping. Yeah, but I can tell you what you need to do to save money on some of these cars that I see. Everybody's trying to get one. The dealerships are actually going out of business. You guys heard about Nissan? Nissan is shutting down all the dealerships. Why though? You know, remember Nissan was used to be they shutting down the upscale, what they call them, Infinity. Yeah, it's Infinities are Nissans, right? Yeah, they apparently like closing those down. So when you do see, if you were into Infinity, but you now not into Infinity, you can know why things are getting shut down completely. Yeah, and it's a shame, but that's what's going on, man. Yep, 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 yep. Grab it. Yep, teamwork, guys. All right. Please keep moving. I know you look like you. Oh my goodness. Don't stop in the middle of the road. Okay. Got you. Patience. Daisy, what do you need help with? You need help with coaching? Or do you just saying help just because help? Yeah. What do you need help with? All right, folks. I'll be back. You got the update.